Erev Tov, Masai al-Khair, good evening. We are very, very excited by this evening of the takeoff of the Middle East Center for Normalization. Just look at these flags. Who would have believed it? In a country in the midst of war, signs of hope, signs of optimism, signs of inspiration for reconciliation. We don't, all of us, know each other yet. But we know very well that as a team, we are going to make a difference. There is a rumor that you are not hungry at all, so we will take about 2.5 hours for speeches before dinner. We have many distinguished guests here, many honorary guests, and we want to honor each and every one of us. We've been waiting for this day with great excitement for a very, very long time. And it's my pleasure and my honor to open this festive evening. My name is Amir Tadmor. I'm the chairman of the Jewish Muslim Bet Midrash in the Center of Normalization, established by Tom Wagner. Our first guests of honor are our friends and partners from Morocco. And where's Peyser? Peyser, before you come here, or while you come here, let me just tell you that some 30 years ago, I had the honor of working in the Prime Minister's office under Yitzhak Rabin. And I had the great privilege of establishing the first government mission to Morocco. And I learned then that Morocco is a place of coexistence, of rich culture, of rich history, of inspiration for peace. So thank you for coming, and thank you so much that we already know that we're partners. Peyser Mardjani of Mrok, Coexist. 5 minutes, please.
Salam shalom. First of all, I'm so proud and privileged to be among you today. And this is not my first time, and this is not my last time here in Israel. I feel like home, especially in Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. Yes, Israel, it's not a country for me, but it's a nation. All my visits to Israel, I explore the true sense of coexistence and togetherness and living together. When I say the mosque, church, synagogue, and some others cult places for Baha'i, Druze, I'm Moroccan and I'm proud to visit Israel because I find like my homeland. I feel really at home. I will introduce myself. My name is Faisal Mardjani. I'm the head of Moroc Coexistence Organization. We work about fighting against anti-Semitism, xenophobia, extremism, and all forms of intolerance and discrimination. And two, we work to build and shaping a good relationship between Morocco and Israel. We are Moroccan, we know very much the Jewish people, because in our history we have 2,500 years of the Jewish heritage. It's one of the oldest Jewish community globally, the Jewish of Morocco. And we know how we live in together in the harmony, in the love, and we had tried a lot of path to build a real Morocco of coexistence and living together. When I come to Israel, I am proud of all Jewish, but especially Moroccan Jews. They bring a big part of our history, big part of our customs, of our tradition to Israel. And one of the most popular thing is Mimuna. And in Morocco, I'm sure every Moroccan has a small part of Judaism and Jewish in his identity. And here in Israel, all Moroccans have a small part of Islam in their identity. Because what we had, it's not just a speech or something like that, but it's a really profound thing. Maybe other country, maybe other nations don't understand that. But when you come to Morocco and you say what mean Morocco of diversity, of coexistence, of living together, you will understand living together, it's not impossible, it's possible. And Jewish and Muslims can live together everywhere and every time. But I wish you really a good luck, because I'm sorry for what happened in October 7. It's terrible to say that all that. 7 October, for a big part of Moroccans, it was really a terrorist act. Maybe small minorities from socialist and Islamist, they consider it that it's like resistance. And my first visit to Israel after 7 October, I'm coming just for 7 October to support my friends and my brothers here in Israel. And I visited Nova. It was really shocking for me when I see the pictures of people who can just celebrate or dancing or some things like that, to be murdered and assassinated with this atrocity way. I'm come here to Morocco with 3 friends from Morocco. My friend and brother Zakaria Belharaj, and my friend Mohammed Abidu.
Zakaria, stand up.
He is there, he's speaking. And Mohammed Abidu and Khalid Fatawi. Khalid Fatawi now currently he can join us because he is in Netanya. He has a conference there in the University of Netanya because of his book, Relationship Between China and Morocco. And I'm so proud to be here. And maybe it's bizarre for some people. I'm Moroccan and I am Zionist and I support Israel and I define its right to have his country and own land. Thank you so much for the invitation. And see you soon.
Thank you, Paysa. Thank you very much. The song is called Shalom Le'ohavei HaShalom. Hello, marhaba to the peace lovers. It's a great pleasure, it's a great honor to invite one more guest of honor, a very, very rare guest in Israel, a guest from Syria. I'm talking about our dear friend, Alexander who is coming from Paris and he's from Syria. Please, Alexander, we're delighted to hear you.
I'll translate to English, he'll speak in Arabic.
The Arabic is better than mine. Shalom Israel, Shalom Israel. السلام عليكم. أنا سعيد كثير الحقيقة إنه أكون اليوم معكم.
I'm very happy to be here with you today.
ولي الشرف كثير إنه نكون متواجد في انطلاق هذه الجمعية للتحاور بين العرب والإسرائيليين في الشرق الأوسط.
And it's a big honor for me to be here today in a dialogue between Arabs and Jews in the Middle East.
من كان يتوقع في الحقيقة أنني أنا فرد ألكسندر رفاعي أنا أتواجد بينكم الآن في إسرائيل. أنا ولدت في سوريا وعشت في دمشق والآن في إسرائيل. أنا نفسي لا أصدق ذلك بالرغم من أنها الزيارة الثالثة لإسرائيل.
Who would have expected that me, Faraj Alexander Rifai, will be here today with you in Israel? I'm sorry, I forgot. Shorter.
أنا لا أصدق ذلك لأنني بكل طفولتي عشت في دمشق وعمري 22 سنة. تربيت على كراهية إسرائيل. كنت أنزل إلى المظاهرات في سوريا في ساحة الأمويين التي تعرفونها بجوز.
At the age of 22,
No, but my English is not very good. أريد أقول أنني عندما كنت في سوريا في مراهقتي وفي شبابي لعام لعمر 22 سنة كنت أشارك في المظاهرات ضد إسرائيل، ليس فقط أسمع المشاهدات ضد إسرائيل.
חבר'ה, הוא אומר שהוא גדל בסוריה בדמשק, הוא היה בהפגנות בחצר או בכיכר המוים בדמשק, הוא גדל על שנאת ישראל, וכשהיה רואה את ההפגנות היה השתתף, אבל היום הוא מופתע מעצמו, לא מאמין אפילו שזאת פעם שלישית שהוא נמצא בישראל. כל הכבוד לו שהוא משנה דעה, אנחנו מחזקים את ידיו.
أنا الذي واقف أمامكم كنت أقول الموت لإسرائيل، كنت أقول الموت لإسرائيل، كنت أصرخ وأقول الموت لإسرائيل. لذلك لا أصدق نفسي الآن أني موجود في تل أبيب وأقول تحيا إسرائيل.
בהפגנות הוא היה צועק המוות לישראל. היום הוא אומר תחי מדינת ישראל.
طبعا أنا لا أصدق نفسي لأنه طبعا كيف استطعت أن أحطم هذا الجدار، جدار الكراهية وجدار الحب.
הוא אומר שאני לא מאמין שאני הצלחתי לשבור את הקיר של השנאה הזאת. זה קיר כל כך נוקשה שאני הצלחתי לשבור ולהוריד מפניי.
الذي أنقذني هو أنني ذهبت إلى فرنسا. ذهبت إلى فرنسا وأصبحت مواطنا فرنسيا. سمعت، قرأت، رأيت، تحدثت، تناقشت.
מה שהציל אותו הוא שנסע לצרפת ושם הוא דיבר והתווכח והקים דיאלוג, והדיאלוג הזה דיאלוג בונה שהוא הצליח לשנות דעות ולשבור את הקיר הזה.
وعندما رأيت أن إسرائيل ليست هي العدو الذي رسموه لنا، بينما أنه العدو الذي اختاروه لنا. اختاروا لنا هذا العدو لكي يبرروا كراهيتهم لليهود، ولكن كي يكرروا أيضا عنفهم، العنف والفساد والقمع.
והוא ידע שהצורה שציירו על ישראל, צורת השנאה הזאת, כאויב וכמדינת אויב ומדינה שהיא שחורה, שציירו אותה שחורה, הוא שינה את הדעה הזאת במחשבותיו וכעיתונאי.
أنا اليوم هنا معكم وبينكم لأنني أؤمن أن مستقبلنا هو السلام، هو الحوار، هو الحوار وليس الكراهية وليس العنف والحرب والدم، ولكن السلام يتطلب أولا الاعتراف بالآخر والتقبل به، وهذا للأسف العرب لم يفعلوه بعد.
הוא אומר שהשלום, בשביל השלום צריכים דיאלוג. הוא מאמין בדיאלוג, הדיאלוג שהוא אחד יקבל את האחר, קבלת האחר והבנת האחר, והדיאלוג בין שני העמים.
דבר שעוד לא עשו ערבים, דבר שלא עוד לא עשו מדינות ערב.
كمل
قبل 7 أكتوبر كان الجميع هنا متواجدون. أعتقد أن الجميع كنا نأمل بالسلام الإبراهيمي. قبل 7 أكتوبر كان هناك أمل بالسلام الإبراهيمي. كان هناك شباب من الخليج من إسرائيل يتحدثون مع بعض، من المغرب يتحدثون ويعملون مشاريع مشتركة. ولكن أتى 7 أكتوبر وقتل مئات الإسرائيليين بشكل همجي، ولكنه للأسف قتل أيضا أمل بالسلام.
לפני 7 באוקטובר היה דיון ותקווה לשלום האברהימי, אברהם אבינו, הסכמי אברהם, ו7 לאוקטובר בהריגת הרבה יהודים בצורה אכזרית הוא קטל והשמיד את החלום הזה.
بالختام أقول أن معركتنا اليوم هو استعادة هذا الأمل. معركتنا هي أن نرفض أن تنتصر الكراهية والإسلاميين. معركتنا أن نبني الجسور قبل أن نحفر القبور.
לכן אנחנו נמצאים היום בשביל לייסד ולממש את החלום הזה ולבנות קשרים של אחדות ואהבה ולא של שנאה ורצח. תודה רבה.
תודה רבה אלכסנדר היקר. הרב אהרון, איפה אתה? It's a great honor to greet our partner, Rav Ariel Levi, Aaron Ariel Levi.
אוקיי. 5 דקות יותר מדי. מסע al-khair, ערב טוב לכולם. Good evening. My name is Rabbi Dr. Aaron Ariel Levi. I am the managing director of the Oratoa Interfaith Center. It's a huge honor for us to partner with the מרכז המזרח התיכון, מרכז נורמליזציה, the Center for Normalization, headed by our dear friend Tom Wagner, and to have our friends here, Faisal, Zakaria, Sheikh Muhammad Abidu just entered. Where's Sheikh Muhammad? There he is. They started with us on Wednesday last week. We had a conference at Babylon University on interfaith dialogue on the environment, on sustainability. Then they came with, I live on the Gaza border, they came to visit my house, we visited the Nova Center, the Nova site, a few more sites on the Gaza border. We spent Shabbat together, we had an iftar last night with some very distinguished guests. And for us, this is the core of our mission. The core of our mission is to make religion part of the solution to the conflict here and also to problems around the world. And we need to acknowledge this. I'm saying this as an Orthodox rabbi. Religion is part of the problem. It's not the problem, it's part of the problem. We need to acknowledge this, we need to name it, because otherwise we cannot solve it. And once we understand that it is part of the problem, or at least religious convictions, how people perceive their religions, sometimes falsely, sometimes in twisted manners, sometimes in manners that have nothing to do with their own scriptures, that's a key part of the problem. And what we need to do, our responsibility as religious leaders, rabbis, imams, sheikhs, priests, pastors, here in Israel and all around the world, is to harness the power of religion and those convictions, this belief, to do good in the world and to connect people. And our basic assumption, basic working assumption, is that the fact that we are all diverse in languages, in religion, in how we look, in nationalities, that is not a mistake. God, Allah, Elohim, He did not make a mistake by creating this chaos and mishmash of different people. It was on purpose. That is a purpose. It says in the Quran, it says in the Torah, that the purpose of having different communities. And I want to allude to something that King Mohammed VI, he needs prayers for health. And maybe we'll say a quick prayer for his health afterwards. The King of Morocco said that the reason that different Abrahamic faiths are different, that we have different communities, is not just to be tolerant to one another. Because tolerance, it's a good word, but in Hebrew it also comes from the word lisbol, sovlanut. Like I'm willing to suffer you, I'm willing to tolerate you, but we can go beyond tolerance. And what? Tasammut Arabic. And he says that the reason we have different communities is so we can do good to one another, so we can benefit from one another. And that is the difference. We need to embrace the diversity and use it as a force for good. And I'll take my last minute to say a quick prayer for the health of King Muhammad Sadis, son of Muhammad II. We said yesterday, oh, what? Hassan Sadi, sorry. No, Hassan Thani. That's what they said, huh? Oh, okay, sorry. Muhammad V, son of Hassan II. We'll do it very quickly. In Hebrew, מי שלח אבותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, משה ואהרון, דוד ושלמה, ואמותינו, שרה, רבקה, רחל ולאה, הוא יברך ושלח רפואה שלמה למלך, מוחמד החמישי, בן חסן השני, מוחמד סלי, אבן חסן פני, שלח רפואה שלמה בתוך שאר כל חולי העולם, שלח ברכה ושלום ואהבה פני הארץ, peace and love upon the earth, ונשאלה בעזרת השם, ונאמר אמן.
I'd like to recognize the honorable group from the United States called Leap Forward. We have been sitting with Ronit Hartfeld, with Eric Rashman, and with Eda Osman, forming this important group for quite a few times. And it was a great source of encouragement, of inspiration, and a real boost that gave us energy to continue working. Thank you so much, Ronit, Eric, and Eda, also, for sponsoring this event. Kol hakavod! And before Eda continues, I'd like to recognize a few people that worked quietly, very, very hard behind the scenes to make this evening possible. Daniel Perez, איפה אתה דניאל? Here he is. ירון גורליה, הנה הוא. וקאיה, איפה קאיה קושינסקי? תעמדי, שיראו אותך. Eda, please.
Hello, everyone. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here with you all in this incredible space. My name is Eda Osman, and I'm a first-generation Turkish American with Muslim roots. If you had told me years ago that I would be here today, standing publicly supporting Israel, advocating for Jewish, Muslim, and Arab-Israeli relations, and working towards peace in the Middle East, I would not have believed you. But life has a way of opening our eyes and our minds if we let it. Over the past 5 years, I have been fortunate to learn that bridging divides starts from within. Ronit, the founder of the Leap Forward organization, is over here. That's the woman who's really changed my life. She helped me open my heart, embrace healing, and learn to meet people where they are. Through her mentorship, I have come to understand myself, other people, and the world around me with more curiosity and compassion. Each one of us grew up in different environments, with different cultures and traditions, which often leads to judgment and conflict. This is at the heart of what we do at Leap Forward. We are a global community committed to addressing complex challenges, healing our separateness, and promoting cooperation across divides. We believe that real change happens when people come together, not despite their differences, but because of them. That's why we're here supporting what Tom and the center are building, because at the heart of all of this is a simple truth, that we are more powerful together than apart. That's the spirit that we're all here for, and it's a privilege to be here, to support this work, and to stand alongside all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ada. Thank you, Ronit. Thank you, Eric. Where's Eric? I'm honored to introduce Sheikh Mohammed Ubaide. Ubaide from Morocco. Please.
السلام عليكم. آسف على التأخير ولي الشرف اليوم باش نكون حاضر معكم. حضرت اليوم من المملكة المغربية من المغرب بصفتين، بصفة صوفية منتسب لأكبر الطرق الصوفية في المغرب اللي هي الطريقة الشاذلية، وكذلك رئيس المركز المغربي للتسامح وحوار الأديان.
I'm so proud to be among you today. I'm coming from Morocco, from spiritual way. It's the Shadiliya, and it's my honor to be here.
جيت اليوم وبعد الأحداث الأليمة ديال 7 أكتوبر، وزرنا كوفد مغربي لموقع هذه المأساة الإنسانية، وشفنا بأم أعيننا ما وقع لمواطنين أبرياء عزل لا ذنب لهم، ضحايا عملية إجرامية إرهابية.
One thing who impressed me that I visited the Nova forest, and I say by my eyes the atrocity, the murder against innocent people, civil people who are just looking to live in peace and stability.
هذه العملية اللي دارتها المنظمة الإرهابية حماس لا علاقتها بالإسلام ولا تمثل المسلمين.
What's the terrorist organization Hamas have no relation or rapport with the Islam. It's just terrorist.
الإسلام الذي تربينا عليه في الصوفية إسلام السلام، إسلام التسامح، إسلام المحبة، إسلام الرحمة.
We are grow up in the Islam of peace, Islam of respect each other, Islam of tolerance, Islam of coexistence.
في المغرب عشنا اليهود والمسلمين معا، لا تفرق بين هذا يهودي وهذا مسلم. في عرفت الإنسانية على مر التاريخ لحظة سقوط غرناطة وهجرة اليهود إلى شمال إفريقيا بالضبط المغرب، عاش اليهود والمسلمون معا. في الهولوكوست كذلك هاجروا من أوروبا إلى شمال إفريقيا وعاش المسلمين واليهود. لم يكن المسلمين آنذاك يعني يسببون أي مشكل أو مصدر أي شيء بالنسبة لليهود، بالعكس كانوا إخوان، عائلة واحدة بين اليهود والمسلمين. عشنا لقرون في الزمن في المغرب.
The coexistence in Morocco, it's not just a speech, but it's really a real thing. And what happened in Europe in the time of the Holocaust, a lot of European Jewish come to Morocco, and and our king and our law protects them like the other Jewish. In Morocco, we live together. We have no distinction between Jewish and Muslims. We are Moroccan.
المشكل ليس في المسلمين، المشكل ليس في الإسلام. فلا يمكن أن نصف ما وقع ونسمي المسلمين هم مثل حماس ما وقع هناك. فالمسلمين أبرياء مما فعلته حماس. وشكرا.
I tell you that Islam, it's not what Hamas would show the people, but the Islam, it's more noble than that. Thank you.
We have two last greetings, very short, believe it or not, and then dinner. If there is one person, thanks to whom we have all come here, thanks to his vision and thanks to his energy, that's the founder of the Center for Normalization in the Middle East, Tom Wagner. Please.
Marhaba, shalom, salam. Dear friends, distinguished guests, and honored partners, it is a great privilege to welcome you all here tonight. This gathering is not just an event. It is a symbol of the bridges we are building between cultures, nations, and people of goodwill who believe in the power of dialogue and cooperation. First and foremost, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to the Leap Forwad community for their generous support which has made this event possible. Their unwavering commitment to fostering peace and understanding in the region is truly inspiring. Thank you. And their contribution is a key factor in the establishment of our new initiative, the Center for Normalization in the Middle East, which was recently formally funded as an NGO. I would like to offer a special welcome to the Moroccan delegation from Morocoexist, led by my dear friend Phaisal Mardjani. Morocco has long been a beacon of tolerance, coexistence, and deep historical ties between Jews and Muslims. Your presence here today is a testament for the potential of renewed cooperation across the region. And of course, we are honored to host my friend, the Syrian author and journalist, Alexander Rifai. Your voice, Alexander, represents the courageous moderates in the Arab world who seek a future beyond conflict, a future built on mutual respect and shared destiny. The Center for Normalization was founded with one clear mission: to create a non-governmental platform for direct dialogue between Israeli society and moderate voices across the Middle East. For decades, diplomacy has been limited to governments. But peace, true, lasting peace, cannot rely on politics alone. It must come from people-to-people engagement, from civil society initiatives, and from the courageous individuals willing to speak and listen to one another. We believe that normalization and peace are not just a political agreement. It is a process of building trust, breaking down misconceptions, and forging partnerships. Through direct dialogue and cooperation, we aim to transform normalization into something real, tangible, and irreversible. Over the past few months, we have built a strong network of partnerships with organizations and intellectuals across the Middle East. Through a network of bilateral WhatsApp groups, we facilitate Israeli-Syrian, Israeli-Moroccan, and Israeli-Lebanese dialogue, amongst others. Every week, we host a leading moderate voices from across the region in direct Zoom and YouTube conversations with the Israeli public, fostering deeper engagement and understanding. We also organize regional meetings, bringing together a group of moderate leaders from across the Middle East under the banner of the Middle East Freedom Alliance, where we co-developed a shared vision for regional normalization. In parallel, over the past few months, we have formally established our organization, and we are now finalizing the infrastructure which will allow us to start fundraising and launching projects as early as next month. We are also initiating a variety of regional projects, including the Jewish Muslim Study House within the Center for Normalization, led by our friend Amir Tadmor. A business leadership group that has already begun developing trade partnerships with our friends Fadi Nasser, where are you, Fadi? And Thomas Opanov. We also plan cross-community initiatives, such as groups of Arabs and Jewish children playing online games together to foster social bonds, and expanding the Ibranayat project, where Jewish volunteers teach Hebrew to Arab children in Israel, to further integrating them in the communities. I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to Daniel Perez and Yaron Goraria for their tireless work in establishing the NGO and producing tonight's event. A special personal appreciation as well to Ronit Herzfeld, Eda Osman, Astar Tovi, Kaya Kushinsky, Karen Orpaz, Rachel Kessel, Ariel Mazuz, and the dedicated volunteers of the normalization movement. Your efforts are truly making a difference. Tonight, we celebrate a leap forward in this vision. But more importantly, we recognize that our work is just beginning. Each of you here tonight is a part of this movement, and your voices, leadership, and willingness to engage will determine the success of this initiative. Let us seize this opportunity. Let us strengthen these ties, and let us prove together that peace and cooperation are not just possible, are inevitable. Thank you and welcome. Amir, now let's speak about our new initiative.
Thank you, Tom. I promise to be very, very brief. I'll give up my lecture, but I will say this briefly. I was asked to explain what the Jewish Muslim Bet Midrash is. So I'll make two remarks. I've been active for more than 40 years in this kind of activity, in the attempt to do something meaningful in the field of Jewish-Arab coexistence. And it's not a coincidence at all that after 40 years of activity, I established a Jewish-Muslim Bet Midrash. We argue that Judaism and Islam are sister religions. That's what they are, sister religions. In contrast to what most people in the world think, probably, we argue that the children of Abraham, the children of Isaac and Ishmael, gave us a theological bedrock of theology and beliefs that can make the religions a bridge for understanding. We also argue that in this world of ours, only the extremists are heard. And they're the minority. The majority, who is moderate, is not heard enough. That is why, my friends, we are here today in this place and now. Because the moderates have a role. We have a mission to build a coalition here, to build a coalition there, a coalition there, a coalition here, so that we will be the leap forward and become the majority and marginalize the extremists and make the message of peace the strongest and the leading and the inspiring one. We are going to make a difference together. Thank you very much.